Hi, I'm Diana. Welcome to part 3 of things you never thought to do with a scarf. Maybe you did, but let's talk about them. You know that I'm a huge fan of silk scarves. I sell silk scarves. I can't get enough. You can check out part 1 or part 2 of this series in the description below, and I'll try to link it up here as well. This is the ultra thin scarf that made me fall in love with ultra thin silk scarves. I take this everywhere. I take it on every trip. And it's just threadbare, and I've repaired it several times, and it even has a big hole right here. And I still use it. I still love it because it's so usable, so wrappable, so fine, and inspired a whole bunch of ultra thin scarves for me to create and sell in my store. So now I have a whole line of ultra thin silk scarves. Yes, they are delicate, but yes, they are so useful. And the first thing we're going to be talking about here in part 3 is how to double scarf. This is something that I did start doing and people are like, "What's that?" Double scarfing. Anyhow, we're gonna talk about that right now. It's easier to do with ultra thin scarves because you are layering scarves, and the more layers you add of thick scarves, you're gonna end up with a lot of thick layers. So what do I mean by double scarfing? Well, I just mean wearing a couple scarves at once. There's a couple ways that I like to do it. Sometimes I'm just simply wearing one scarf already, like maybe this little red one. And then when I'm going outside, I kind of want something that's more drapey. And I don't even bother to take off the one around my neck. And I'll just drape one around. Double scarfing, is it too much? Not for me. I love the feel of silk. So like I said, I can't get enough. So double scarfing is totally for me. Another way that I double scarf is you can tie two ends together and make a very long scarf out of two very different colored scarves. We're going to use my black and white crow scarf named Ember. This is just like, I die at its beauty. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it into a triangle and fold the tip into the long part. So from the bottom to the top, I'm going to roll it. And what do I want to add Ember to? Something equally as floaty, but a different color. Okay, we're going to use my hazel scarf, which is also birds, but completely different colors. This is like cream and muted light blues and reds. And what we're going to do is tie the ends together after rolling them up. Just tie the ends together. You don't have to be precious about it. Like that. I'm going to put that behind my neck. And I'm just going to start to wrap like this. And now it looks like I have a giant scarf that has a lot of dimension to it, a lot of different parts. But actually what I have is two different scarves. Oh, I love this combo. I didn't expect to love this combo so much. Let's try it with a leopard scarf and my blue Sarah scarf. I don't even think I'm going to roll them up this time. We're just going to leave them in like triangles that are just draped downward. We're tying the ends together. Put it behind. Ooh, I like that too. I like all of these things. I feel like spending the afternoon double scarfing. What kind of combos can we come up with? I think this needs its very own video. I know some of you love your scarves, but you don't really like to wear them around your neck, so we're going to talk about one of my favorite ways to wear scarves, and that's around my purse handle. This doesn't take any special talent at all. I'm really just going to roll up one of these scarves, let's do the leopard, into a little tube here. And then what I like to do is grab my purse handle, like this. And I've got it around my hand. And what I'm going to do is then take the tips and pull them through that loop that I've created, like that. And if you're feeling like you still might lose your scarf, give it one tie. Look at that, super pretty. And when you're walking around, it floats behind you like that. It's so pretty, and it's so easy. I have an entire video of how to tie your scarf on your purse handle in different ways, and you can watch that right here. I'll also link it in the description. But another way that I think looks really great is to actually wrap your purse handle. And I'm going to do a real sloppy job here, but I just want to give you an example of what we're looking at so that your purse handle has the scarf pattern on it. It's a lovely way to enjoy your scarf, but I'd much rather you watch that video so you can see me being more careful about it. We have talked before about scarves as headbands, And honestly, it works better if you do have a hard headband in your hair. It gives it something to grab onto. But suppose you don't. Suppose you're traveling, you forgot a headband. So this happens to me a lot actually. And it's because my hair is short and I don't remember to bring hair ties. And sometimes I'm stuck needing to wash my face. So in this case, let's use the little leopard scarf. Again, roll it up into a tube. And this time I want you to tie a knot directly in the middle of it. And this little knot, it adds height to your scarf, which I think creates a much nicer look. And then I like to just tuck the ends under. I don't like them poking out. And I just think that knot makes it look so much prettier. And I don't know if it helps it stay put, but I just feel like the whole thing works better than just if I were to just roll it and put it around my head. Let's do that. And here's the flat look. And although it's pretty, it doesn't look as on purpose as the knot look. Yes, this is going to eventually slip off my head without a headband underneath or without some bobby pins. So just be prepared. The trick is headband and bobby pins, but you can still do this in a pinch. See how my head kind of looks flat? Now let's go back and compare it with the knot look. Much more on purpose and gives a little bit of height to the top of the head. So there's a trick that we did in part 1 or part 2 where we used a Cuban link bracelet in with our scarves, but we're gonna actually use a full-size Cuban link necklace, like pretty large, on this trick. And yes, we are going to tie our scarf in with this and create sort of a long double looped necklace. I don't have good words for this. Okay, let's use a smaller scarf. Like this is 19 or 20 inches here. Roll it into a tube and lightly just drape it around, okay? Just like this is a scarf ring or that bracelet, we're gonna pull the ends through it and we're going to pull the ends back toward the back and tie them. We could even it out more and make it more like a double looped necklace. That's not really what the term I'm looking for, but I think that it's pretty and it's nice to have the silk scarf. It's a pretty look. A different way of wearing your jewelry and your scarves. This next one is something I've been pretty excited about because it's something that I've been kind of doing for years, and it has to do with trench coats. So here's my black trench coat, and I have been tying it with a men's silk tie for years, just tied behind my back to rein in some of this volume. It's like a supersized trench coat. And I've been seeing people using a rolled silk scarf as a trench belt, like behind the trench coat. And that's exactly what I was doing with the men's tie, but I'm excited to switch over to a decorative silk scarf for that look. So we're going to use this really big scarf. Yes, this is one of my scarves, but you cannot buy it yet. Maybe in the spring, but it has been one of my new besties. Wow, okay, this is like a 42-inch scarf. It's huge. And we are going to fold it in a triangle and roll it from the bottom tip into the top flat part. I know I've said it a million times, but some people might need that reinforcement of knowledge. I'm happy to provide it. If you don't like it, fast forward. This is an ultra lightweight scarf too, so you can fold it and still not going to create any crazy bulk. Look how small that got. Let's go. Put it on the jacket. Here's my oversized trench coat. Here's my rolled scarf. Gonna thread it through the belt loops just like I would a belt. And sure, I could tie it up front like this, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna tie it behind. Kind of loosely. It doesn't need to be cinched. This is an oversized look. So that it just kind of reins in the fabric. See that? Don't be afraid to mix and match high and low. Like here we have a casual shopping bag in leopard, and I'm just going to tie my silk scarf onto it. The scarves on a bag isn't just reserved for really nice purses. You can also just tie it on your shopping tote that you like, Of course, I like my own shopping tote. That's why I make these. My favorite is this leopard shopping tote. And a silk scarf on my leopard shopping tote just makes it so interesting and makes it just another way that I can enjoy my scarves on a daily basis. And I'm simply going to enjoy my life. I'm going to enjoy my scarf and enjoy my pattern mixing. It really is like a risk-free way to start pattern mixing with your accessories. Do you think it's too much to go out with my shopping tote with the scarf on it and then go ahead and double scarf it here? Maybe. Well, I say do what you want. It's your life. Have fun with it. Life is too short to not enjoy your scarves all at once. If you're interested in these scarves, a lot of them are mine and you can find them in my store. The links are below. If you missed part 1 and part 2, I put them down in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this series. I probably could have said even more, but I think that 3 parts is enough for now. I'll see you soon.